Game 365 podcast. I'm in the building with BHM 253. What's up, bro?
What's poppin'?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Glad to see you, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Where you from, bro?
I'm from Tacoma, Washington.
T-Town, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What part of Tacoma? How was it like growing up there?
Shit, I'm part of I'm based out in the north end. I didn't really grow up in the hood or nothing like that. I'm based out in the north end. It's a super quiet neighborhood. Mostly old people, because like young people can't afford a house these days.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it like growing up in the area though? Did you have like some, hip hop and some influences to make you want to get in the music game around you, or you just kind of took a liking to it, coming up later on in life as a teenager?
Yeah. So I first started rapping when I was probably like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like the homie, we was little kids. The homie, his dad or his stepdad would like make like rock music and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he had some recording equipment.
Yeah.
But we had no idea how the fuck to use that shit.
Yeah.
We didn't even know how to download an MP3 off of YouTube and shit.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we started making little tracks trying to be like Eazy-E and shit.
Yeah.
And then probably when I was 13 or 14, I heard about BandLab, and then I started, I just seen an IG post, and I was like, yo, what app is that? And I got on BandLab, started making songs, like little songs and shit. And it just all kind of started from there. Now I got my own little home studio set up and shit like that.
So did you grow up in a predominantly white neighborhood, or was it mixed?
It was mostly mixed. I grew up around a lot of what's the name for it? Indian.
Native American or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. No, I'm just trying to see where you really start falling in love with the hip hop scene, because like a lot of people, they'll like hear that shit bumping down the street, or it coming from their uncle or their dad or their mom in the house, or when they first went to middle school or elementary, somebody had a tape, or you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, my older brother really put me on with hip hop when I was probably like 8 or 9. The first really music I started listening to was it's like R&B and pop and stuff like that, and I also like dance, like electronic, like EDM.
Yeah.
I like that too. I wanted to be like a producer when I grew up, but I just like making music more because I just like I sing a lot, and I like the way my voice sounds.
For sure. Did you find out that you had a talent when you started off, or people were telling you to keep going because they liked what you was doing?
So the first time I ever got like some recognition for what I was doing was when me and the homie, shout out J.A.M.E Visuals, we went outside. We just went outside his crib, and we shot a little music video. I edited that shit on my phone on iMovie and shit, and like the lip syncing wasn't even on track and shit like that. But I posted in my story on Snapchat, and everybody. I went to school the next day. Everybody was like, "Yo, that music video's fire, bro!" Like. And then I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And ever since then I've just been kind of doing my thing. I've been leveling up my production, leveling up my bars, talking about more shit I relate to. Because back then I feel like I was a poser, and now like I really try to rap about real shit.
Yeah.
I don't mess around with none of that kick dough, like that type of shit. I don't do none of that, like. So there's no point in rapping about it.
So let me ask you this question though, because you're the first rapper that, whether they want to tell the truth or not, said that I probably was fronting on a tip of whatever I was talking about. How important is, as far as the artistry, the hip hop, to be your authentic self in the music game though, and not be a studio gangster, not rap about shit that you don't do. You know what I'm saying?
It's extremely important. Like you don't want to be no capper.
Yeah.
You could be out on the street one day. Like I find myself in bad neighborhoods a lot doing this music video shit.
Yeah.
And somebody sees you out there, they gonna check you for sure.
They're gonna at least check your temperature to see what's going on. If
100%.
you really remember that what you said, you should have said one bar that you was on some other shit. We want to know what you was talking about.
For sure. Yeah. I almost got before I did get kicked out of high school, like, I almost got kicked out of high school because these kids they wanted to scrap. They was all talking that shit, trying to test me and shit. And yeah, the teachers heard what was going on. They shut that shit down before anything could happen. But yeah, that was before I got kicked out. Now I go to Base Technical College in high school in Tacoma. I'm about to graduate in 6 months or so in June, with an associate's degree in digital media.
Oh, that's what's up. So the misnomer on being a hip hop artist and being strictly in the streets is need to be do away with. You can have your life together on the flip side, but still be a rapper, still be in the game as far as hip hop producing, production,
Yes, sir.
videography. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yeah, I'm just a creative person. Like, um, I just feel like rap's my favorite genre. I listen to that shit all the time. I don't really listen to any other genre. So, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't rap. I wouldn't do like no like pop or nothing like that. Like, rap's my favorite genre. So, yeah.
Where do you maintain the confidence to keep doing this shit? Because a lot of people lack the confidence because they may not get that 100% support from people they don't know. Because a lot of people are more stressed out and insecure about what the support is looking like versus you just staying consistent, staying down, believing in yourself, and then the audience and the customer base is gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I've been doing this shit for 4 years. I've never gotten over 1,000 streams on a song. Like, I just do it because I love it, and
So,
you got to keep doing it because you love it. It don't
hmm
matter about the stream.
yeah,
Because you never know when you're going to meet the right person or find the right crowd that's going to lift you up. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure. Do you think that support in the city of Tacoma is where it's supposed to be, or motherfuckers don't really support their own out there?
I feel like, yeah, I mean, Tacoma, they do support their own. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you hear about Louis DiPiano, R
Mm-hmm.
Dub. You hear about them. They really did. They had some hits, you know what I mean? And people do really support each other in Tacoma. They like you just can't be saying, "Yeah, I'm from Seattle," but you're really from Tacoma. You just
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
saying
There
that.
wouldn't be no used to even do that anyway.
Yeah, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what the big deal is about being from Seattle. Like, you can be from anywhere and make good music. It don't matter.
Yeah. I met a motherfucker in Miami. They said they was from Seattle, and to come to find out, I was like, "Where you at?" It was like Olympia.
That ain't Seattle.
I was like, "Man,
That ain't
you."
Seattle.
They thought I was from a different state, so I didn't know no better. I was like, "No, where you from in Seattle? Like, where area?" It was like Olympia, the capital. I said, "Man, that ain't no motherfucking Seattle.
That's farther than Tacoma.
That's deep, way
Yeah,
deep. That's
you
going
go, you
back
closer
towards
to Portland. You might as well say you're from
exactly.
Portland.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is the misunderstanding that people have about being a white rapper in a culture that's mainly ethnic and kind of I'll say black folks? You know what I'm saying? That feel that this is what I'm saying what we have for us. What do you think that you bring to this shit that what I'm saying that people have to respect about what I'm saying what you're doing though?
Yeah, I think anybody can enjoy hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what race you is or
Yeah.
what ethnicity you is or where you come from. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you see rappers like Ian,
Yeah.
that he's like gated community, like, um, shirt tucked in your pants with loafers white,
Yeah. Yeah.
and people still like his music.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can be from any race and like hip hop. It don't matter where you from. Like, um, yeah, you can definitely do your own thing. Just don't be someone you're not.
Yeah. For
You know what I
sure.
mean? Always
sure.
like own up to being a person that you really are. Like, don't try to be someone else.
For sure. How has the ladies, what I'm saying, supported you, man? How is, you kind of get like, keep going. I like that video. I like what you're doing. How can I work with you? Or more, they just kind of like anything you do because you kind of got like a melodic vibe to your music.
Yeah, they like that shit because, yeah, I do. I rap about like girls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just have a melodic tone.
Yeah.
I like to go for that Bay Area sound, and if
Mm-hmm.
not, I'm on some Atlanta type shit with my homie Rico Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even then, like, even on that Atlanta shit, I'm still on that melodic shit, but it's more kind of edgy. It's more kind
Yeah.
of like, yeah, like you think of Cardi and shit like that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like I don't even listen to Cardi, but you just kind of think of that type of shit. It's more like that. Like, Seattle definitely has a Bay Area type sound
Yeah.
or Stockton type sound. if you trying to go that route. But yeah, I stick with the Bay Area. So it's a little bit like the beats are a little bit different than your Stockton beats, your LA
Mm-hmm.
beats. Bay Area is where it's at. Like Big Sad 1900.
He from LA though, but I know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
but that's kind of like the beats he be rapping on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of like Big Sad, Zay Bang, Lil Bean, Lil Peep. Those
Yeah.
those are my favorite beats to hop on.
Who's your Who's your favorite artist from Seattle to Tacoma though? Give me five that you just out here in the Northwest that you really
Yeah.
like. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So number one, I say Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I say Key Swope. I saw his video. I fuck with his music. Number three, I probably say Oso. Let's see. Number four, probably Mike Jack. Number five is Peasy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a nice five, man.
yeah.
Do you identify with what I'm saying, their sound, or you could tell that the production is from elsewhere?
Um, I fuck with their sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but what did you mean by that? Like,
Because like when you're trying to really listen to some music from a certain demographic or area, you try to say, what does this sound like?
yeah.
Because if you don't really know no better, like certain people's beats, you'll be like, are they from Detroit?
Oh
Are they
yeah,
from, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Kind
this
of like
is,
2000, baby.
yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to ask that question so we can find out, people can find out how to identify a Seattle or Tacoma or a Northwest sound. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, there's not like if you show somebody our music from like the Northwest or something like that, like they're out in the middle of nowhere, like they gonna think you like from LA. They gonna
Yeah.
think most of these rappers from LA.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no way to in my opinion, there's not very many rappers out here that's really like unique like that. Um, like it's like it's a lot of Cali influence out here, but there's some rappers you can definitely tell like they came there's like a specific sound that they're going for, and
Yeah.
it's kind of based in Seattle. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, I know like It's Peasy is really unique. His stuff don't really sound like he out the Bay. Um, 2000 Baby and Marco Money, you can definitely tell that they got a different sound like than most of the EBK beats and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and just kind of like hit the blade and all that type of shit. That's like a lot of that stuff originated in Cali, but
Yeah. What's from your understanding and your opinion, what is the positive about the hip hop scene out here in the Northwest? What are the positives first? I'm gonna ask you that first.
the positives is that people stick with each other.
Mm-hmm.
They love to support their homies and shit. I really fuck with that because the homies they from out of state they tell me like people be hating and yeah there's like you get your shit posted on Dubsy, you're definitely gonna get hated on if you're not popping.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it is, but people do definitely stick together. People will rock for you for sure. Um, like you go out to a show and you a local rapper that's opening up for a big rapper, people gonna know who you are. They gonna
Yeah.
fuck with you,
Mm-hmm.
and they gonna fuck with you as much as the big artist is, as long as you're not like trash.
Yeah. What are the negatives of being in the music game from I-5 North to I-5 South, basically Pacific Northwest?
Yeah. Negatives. I say that most of this shit never really goes mainstream. Like,
Mm.
there's only a few mainstream rappers from out here, and I feel like this bit like West Coast sound. It doesn't really go viral that much. Like, the mainstream shit, like just a straight edge trap beat, always seems to go more viral than like a West Coast type sound.
Mm-hmm.
Only like I can think of a few rappers that really made it big off the West Coast sound, but it's hard. It's very far and few between.
You think because it's saturated, or there's politics within the music industry that certain producers, basically from down south or Midwest, they just got this shit on lock to where it's like damn near not. I ain't gonna say gatekeeping, but if it ain't going through them, then that artist or those, that pool of artists ain't
Yeah.
subject to blow up.
I'd say it's definitely like I know the South got the game on lock right now.
For
Um,
sure.
the South definitely been popping off. And I just feel like a lot of the music we make is just not advertiser friendly. It's not mainstream friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, somebody's got to change that.
Give us one thing that you would tell a young up and coming white rapper that wanted to jump into the music game, that you would give him some advice on how to go the right way and, you know what I'm saying, make it, as far as, his career in the game.
Yeah, 100%. This is the main rule. Just be yourself. Um, work with more people. Don't just be a lone wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, don't be talking that crazy hot shit because you'll end up like me, get a scar on your face from getting your ass whooped. Yeah, I got robbed and shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the people that robbed me, they in jail for life now. So I
Damn.
thought they was my homies too. I kicked it with them through middle school and shit, and they was trying to smoke one day, and then yeah, shit just went down. They got my ass.
They did you bad, huh?
Yeah, they did me bad, but I'm back better than ever. Shit they
Yeah.
stole from me, I won't give two fucks about now because I got way better shit. It don't matter.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this question. What inspired you to kind of get on the other side of the music game and start getting into videography and start, because I know you said you edited a video on your phone when you and your friend did a video outside, but is that
Yeah.
you believe that you can do that shit and it was not kind of really nothing to it?
That was like how it first kind of started, but when it really started was after, well, I was just on some dumb shit in high school. I got kicked out of two different high schools and like three different middle schools. I was just stupid. I got arrested a few times. Like, I was just dumb, and they sent me over to I went to the main office in Tacoma Public Schools, and they were trying to kick me out, and they did kick me out. But I told like the main guy that I make music and shit, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you over to Base Tech. You can finish your high school there, and yeah, just pick the program you want." I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Shit, I'm finna do digital media, because digital media is sound, like music, sound design. Like we learned about microphones, how to record and shit like that. We also learned a lot about videography and editing and shit like that.
You just gave me some game shit. I might go back and fuck with that.
Shit, it was free for me, but um, just because I was in high school, they give it out free.
Yeah.
But like I think it's like a couple grand just to go.
Mm-hmm.
We learned a lot. I learned
Yeah.
a lot. Like I could spit a lot of game to these up and coming videographers.
Well, let's give
And
them some game, man. This is your
shit,
moment of game.
yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
So make sure your settings are correct. 100%. That's the main rule with them. Make sure your settings are correct. Invest in yourself. 100%. Because you gotta invest in yourself. Get you some nice equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to be taken seriously. Like you don't want people to be like, oh, his video sucks. I'm only gonna pay him $50. Because that's how my first video was $50. And then what's it called? I edited it, and the dude was complaining after me editing a whole 3-minute video talking about there's too many effects. Well, guess what? I worked hard on those effects.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And after that, I just kind of learned from my mistakes. Always learn from your mistakes, because that's how you grow. And like when you're doing this shit, if you didn't do something right, always try to do it right the next time.
Yeah, yeah.
You definitely and you wanna make sure that you on point by the time like 6 months rolls around, a year rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
Because this shit can get really lucrative. Like you can make a lot of money doing this shit. Like I made a lot of money doing this shit. This is the most money I ever made in my life, and I never worked a 9 to 5.
So let me ask you this question then. Name some of the top artists that you've shot videos for that people see on YouTube or across, you know what I'm saying, the many platforms that they visit.
Yeah, so definitely my top artist is definitely Key Slope. He's definitely doing his thing. My second top artist would probably be Doozy D.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, off camera, 7 million streams. That's a big milestone. Number 3, I say. I mean, he's not really pulling in numbers, but I really fuck with his music. Ray Low Key.
Mm-hmm. He's filthy.
Yeah, he's
nice.
filthy as fuck. I fuck with his shit, and we got songs on the way too. So
That's what's
yeah.
up. What are some of the barriers to entry, for a young artist though?
The barriers to entry. Me,
Pitfalls, roadblocks, obstacles,
yeah,
because, some people think it's just hella easy, but I know there is some things that, whether they be political or, just kind of hard because, some people like to gatekeep and hold the padlock in the key to, the good quality studios, the instead of going on YouTube and getting the beats like that, the good producers, or you just never
yeah.
know what it may be. So, what are the barriers to entry for a young artist?
I'd say the barrier to entry is money, 100%.
Get your paper right.
You gotta get your paper right. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
invest in yourself, cause
Yeah.
yeah, they like a lot. Most people, shout out to you though,
Yeah.
but most people not gonna fuck with you if you don't got some money for them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
fucked up, but that's just how
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, um, I'd say money, and I'd say um, time and growth. Like
Mm-hmm.
you just gotta learn. You gotta learn from your mistakes. Like I said,
Yeah.
you gotta really like put time into this shit and learn. Like you gotta grow. You gotta learn how to engineer yourself if you don't want to go to a studio, or get your money and go to a studio.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever route you want to take,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
could have good quality music from the beginning, but your bar every most people when they first start out, their bars isn't that good,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get better. So
Yeah.
I'd say don't start going to the studio unless you got your bars right and your flow right.
Perfect your craft.
Yeah, 100% perfect your craft. Before then, like honestly, you can really get a decent sounding mix off your phone, but I don't recommend it for most people. Like you gotta really learn how to do it. The only reason I was good at mixing on my phone was because I took that class on audio engineering.
Wow. So you actually did learn a lot, and you've been able to apply it real time to what you
100%.
got going on now.
Yeah, I haven't like the past 6 8 months. Um,
Mm.
I've earned a lot of money doing videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I was actually just two a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I was actually like able to invest in my first ever like real home studio setup.
That's
I
what's
got
up.
I got myself a Zoom UA 232,
Uh huh.
and then Audio Technica AT4040, and that shit sounds crispy clean.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
I haven't had the chance like to really invest in myself till now. I mean, that's probably the like main mistake I made throughout my music endeavor. Like, um, I didn't invest in myself enough. I'm still hella cheap. I hate spending money, but yeah, yeah, I just hog all the money to myself. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start spending more money on this music shit because if you don't spend money on your music, you don't believe in your music. It's that
And
simple.
you won't get into areas of the country that pockets that would need to understand
Yeah,
your sound, and fans that you might never know. Your fan base can be in Omaha, Nebraska.
exactly.
Your fan base can be up in Connecticut. Your
Yeah,
fan base can be in Philly. It can be in Detroit. You just don't know until you market yourself and apply yourself to go beyond just the Northwest borders.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to be city famous. You want to be
Yeah,
famous
nah, and that's for the
worldwide.
people do that just for the pussy and just for the when they go
Yeah,
out. Everybody thinks that they're somebody, but really, that's why people don't never leave their
yeah.
city.
You go out the city, you're not that guy no more.
You're not that guy or that girl, unless you're
Exactly.
giving it up, from a female perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Game 365 podcast, man. I asked everybody, what's your definition of game, man? You know?
Game is the way you carry yourself.
Mm.
Game like you walk in the spot, you feel like the man, and everybody gonna see that. You walk in with confidence. You stay confident. Like you don't walk in looking all shy
Mm-hmm.
like yeah I make music like
Yeah.
nah you gotta be like yeah I make music. Fuck with me like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You gotta carry yourself with confidence. Like like act like not now don't be cocky but act like you the shit.
Yeah.
Because you are the shit. Deep down, you know you're the shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you gonna make it.
Yeah.
And anybody that's hating, fuck them. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure. So let's talk about some present projects, future projects, anything that where people can find you, what you got going on, what you cooking in the kitchen, in the laboratory, in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Let them know, man, so they can be able to get on your hype, man, and get fuck with you.
For sure. It's BHM253 on all platforms. I got myself on SoundCloud too and YouTube. I got a new project that's about to be on the way called Out West with my boy Rico Montana. He came from Atlanta out west, so that's why we named it that. And then Yeah, I got some more singles on the way. I got a bunch of new stuff on the way. We've been recording every single day, no days off. So yeah.
What's your top song today? And that don't it don't gotta be hella, but you just know through analytics, through YouTube, through Instagram, through Facebook, through Snap, whatever you put your music on the platform. This is the one that they're really tapping into. This is what they like, and this is the one that I'm standing behind as far as my single or the one I'm a market or advertise. You know what I'm saying?
Through the rain. Through the rain is my favorite shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I realized like I can't be talking about no stupid shit, and I really made it sound like I made it sound cool without talking about no stupid shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I still sound fire on that shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm not talking about killing nobody. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about selling drugs. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't do none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and yeah, and that song sounds really cool, and I'm not talking about that cool shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
For sure. I see you came in here fitted and swagged up, man. So
Yes,
how
sir.
important is having swag, as a young artist, man?
It's important because you want to stand out. You want to stand out from everybody. They want to be like, yeah, they see you across the room. They're like, who that is? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're out doing video shoots, like I like to dress down when I do video shoots,
Yeah, yeah,
because like you already holding two, three, four, $5,000.
yeah,
So you wanna dress down, especially when you're in the hood
yeah,
and shit
yeah.
like that. So yeah,
Game 365 podcast, BHM 253. We out.
we out.